Hi Libras, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is the second half of April 2018 reading. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who come to me all the time for weekly, monthly, and yearly readings so that you can connect more with Spirit to walk a more fulfilling and happy path here on earth in your paths ahead. Thank you for those of you who comment, who share, who subscribe, who donate, and who completely have been supporting me from the beginning up to now, which has been 2 years as of April 7th. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Now, I want to start out with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reid. And I just want to pull one card, please, Spirit, that will represent the entire reading for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra with clearly defined messages regarding their life path here on earth at this time, on into and through the second half of April 2018. Okay. So you Libras are receiving the High Lady of Love and Compassion. It's a time of kindness and consideration. Pardon me. Okay, found it in the book. It's a new deck, just got it today or yesterday, and I have a couple more, so I'm very excited to get into this. I'm sorry if I speak too quickly for someone. I do get really excited when I do these, and sometimes I start to speak a little quickly. I am translating spiritual energies and messages, so I'm doing a lot of thinking that is unseen during these readings. I'm starting out with an energy of someone who either wants a long-term commitment or will be asked for a long-term commitment. Someone around you may be trying to sneak around you in order to surprise you somehow. It could also be that there's a message coming in about some sort of change when it comes to a home location. Wanting to communicate about changes. There's changes going on. I feel like this is a couple and they're trying to agree upon what changes are best for their situation, and there's a gift that comes in that will offer them a new direction. So there is a long-term, maybe a commitment, a job or something through negotiations where things just start to change in a way where you guys can find yourself more content after maybe being worried about needing to meet with others and discuss things all the time. It's like now you can kind of come to a point of rest is what I'm feeling for you guys in the second half of April 2018. So I'm starting out with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. And I'm going to do a circle spread for you guys and ask for a little bit of guidance here in your path. The circle spread represents different areas of your path. So we'll ask Spirit which areas by which we'd like for them to provide clarity or guidance. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra with clearly defined messages. Second half of April 2018. Yep, look at that. Right in the center of the circle spread is the energy that you guys have available at this time in your path to kind of breathe for a minute, to think about what is this life I'm beginning to manifest for myself from this point forward. In your thoughts, oh my gosh, you guys have found the peace energy. So you can actually kind of sit in peace and give thanks to Spirit for all the wonderful things in your life, in your relationship sector. Some of you have been trying different situations with different companies or people, and you're starting to recognize where where it is you belong and don't belong, what is the right place for you and what isn't, or who is the right place or person for you. So in your creative aspects position, here you are using your imagination. Taking action, whoever's energies these are that I'm pulling for this general reading, to understand that not all that glitters is gold. Interesting. Now in your emotional aspects position, we have new life. Imagining something, working on something, creating something, because this is in your creative aspects position. You can find peace, you can breathe, you can give birth to a new path just by using your hobbies, gifts, talents, or skills. Now in your subconscious position, we've got tribe. Maybe connecting with one tribe, one group of people just doesn't work for you. Therefore, go back to center. Breathe and find peace. Apply your imagination again to see if all that glitters is truly gold, and wait for what it is that needs to come to life. I feel like in the next, by the end of April, early May, you guys are going to recognize that a path isn't right for you. And now you're breathing and you're saying, okay, this is what I'm imagining to do next. Why, in my practical day-to-day matters position, am I not clear about the direction I want to take? And in your inner strengths position, Spirit's saying, because you have the energies of feeling that there's just no place like home. This is where my heart resides. This is where my happiness is. So for some of you, it's going to be about manifesting things that you like doing at home and creating a small business. That's a very exciting path. In the first, well, I guess we're talking mid-April. It's about sitting in that here and now, remember? Taking time to just breathe. Give thanks for everything in your life path. Because you, like a lot of people at this time, are being reborn somehow. And Spirit says that they are guiding everything according to divine timing so that everything happens in a certain way. Maybe some of you need to understand that in order to achieve something, there's going to have to be, one step taken in order to get to the next step to the next step. And Spirit's saying that's what it is all about right now, is building blocks, moving forward. Get ready, Spirit's saying, because you're already working with others to find clarity. And for some of you, not all of you, that's going to let go. That's going to help you to let go of any sort of chaos energies, any sort of frustrations tied to maybe recognizing that one path wasn't right for you. And now you're looking at a new path and you're starting again. But as we pray to Spirit, serendipity is a part of communication. Watching as things with your imagination, by the end of April especially, for things that happen at a certain time, they come together and it's like ironic. It's a time to be flexible, not to sit and worry, because this is life. And we can go and we can create either in our own path or connection to others. And this new creativity gives us an idea of what it is that will completely fulfill us. So for some of you, you've had to try a different couple paths, and maybe the next one will be it. But I do like seeing definitely no place like home. You guys have energies of fulfillment and happiness. By the end, you're very content. I think it's a matter of changes here. There's a deep knowing that you guys have into maybe the first week of May even, where you're taking time to observe how far you've come. So then there will be balance and loyalty and reconnection. Wow, that was beautiful. So let's get into, actually, you know, I'll bring in some of the elements of those whom I am discussing and ask for clarity with the Vice Versa Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone. And I'll tell you, these are so cool. Of course, you have to shuffle them differently by switching them front to back because they have different meanings on each side of the cards. So let's see what we find for clarity here. And spiritual guidance, please, for those born under the sun, moon, or rising sign of Libra. In the second half of April 2018. Okay, so we have breathe. Put down your sword. Speak your truth, but do so in a very kind and fair way. Because you guys are good at this. This is your element. In your mental aspects position, have peace with the past, is what I'm feeling here. And I don't normally get that for, what is this, the Eight of Cups? Yes. But it's a time of reminiscing and then recognizing that a path no longer fulfills you. So you're going to be finding peace with what's been and what's empty now, and finally get up and start moving ahead. So you guys have been through a bit of a lesson in your own energies, I think. Wanting to get in there and find out what this gift is, where the money, you know, is going to come through in one of my talents or skills or paths that I walk. So in your relationship sector, for some of you, not all of you, you're wondering, is this the right one for me? Know that justice is in your favor. But now is the time to, I'm surprised does she have a blindfold on? Oh no, it just looks like that. I don't think. If she does, I mean, the truth will set you free if you and help for you to maintain balance in your family connection somehow. So it's about you finding balance, you guys. In the next week and a half or 3 from watching this video, really put your imagination into your energy. What can you physically do to take the steps to go and try new things, to find the path that is correct for you? Because on the other side of that is you're headed your way, you know where you're going. So at this point, you may not know exactly where it is you're going, but at least you're taking the steps and you're praying to Spirit, and Spirit is going to guide you as you use your imagination. So in your actions position, it's a time to recognize that all that glitters is not gold. And there's some inability to see the truth. It's like sitting there, the dogs are looking at the moon going, ah, what is that? And on the other side, it's getting clarity, walking beyond it, having an understanding, and breathing through the whole process, right? There is new life that comes to you in the it might take 3-4 weeks before this is developed. And it's something that you guys may be manifesting, yes, through taking the steps in your creative aspects position. You will emotionally draw in a message. And it's going to be that new path you've been looking for. There's going to be new life because somebody's going to come in and take a step towards you. As some of you are taking a moment to breathe and lay down your sword. Maybe some of you are afraid of a new life, of taking the steps towards coming into this family, this tribe. And here's the Ace of Pentacles. subconsciously know that you will do well financially. You are providing wonderful and beautiful things in your life. You could invest, but because it's this way, I'm feeling like there could be an inheritance. It could be a new financial opportunity, or it could be the coming together with a gift to become a family. And subconsciously, you guys are trying to decide, is this the right one for me? So in your mental aspects position, we've got, well, this would be day to day, but here you are asking why, looking at your life story. Look at how far I've come. What is it I can do to advance my life forward at this time? What is it that I truly want to bring to life? How am I going to apply my imagination to begin a new path in my life by which I can finally find peace and a new path, maybe even with money? I feel money coming in. But I'm going to keep going here. So there's a lot of questions here going on with why. Wow, some of you are receiving a lot of recognition and attention, maybe from a fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo. And you're imagining maybe moving forward in this connection, but you've got your sword out. Somebody wants to bring love into your path, and you're still looking back at those cups and haven't realized that they're empty yet. So think about, as someone shows their love to you, why that is. Because you have the strength now to understand that there really is no place like home. And it may be that you're being called now to recognize that the time has come to just breathe and manifest this home life. Find that domestic girl within you, or guy. Lay down the struggles of the past in your thoughts and know that before you didn't believe that everything that glittered was gold. Before you were looking to see the truth. And on the other side, you've seen the truth, and now you can breathe and lay down an old struggle. You're being reborn, like we talked about. Look at this, in the here and now. Beautiful. But with the Seven of Swords, we have an energy of wanting to sneak away. Not wanting to maybe commit all the way, worried, fearful. This is that you've already left, but it came up this way saying, stay in the here and now for a minute. You're being reborn. Lay down the swords. Let things happen as they will. And look for the serendipity of it all. Here comes someone offering financial abundance and security. Or some of you connecting to someone who is in a leadership position. Maybe this is you climbing into a leadership position. That is what I'm feeling, is that financially you can be very successful if you use your imagination to set goals to move forward in your path. Co-create with others. Okay, work together. Be flexible. And know that in the end, you find that happiness. Why? Because you took out your sword and you started a new beginning for yourself. Even if it involved cutting away from circumstances, situations, environments, etc., you took a step beyond your fear and are claiming victory, which is making you very happy. As you recognize that there is no place like home. There's happiness and joy once again in your heart. You're able to breathe. So I'm going to clarify these messages and ask for spiritual guidance from the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra with clearly defined messages and spiritual Sorry, Mercury's in retrograde. Oh, I want to start here. They're saying in the first week from when you watch the video, you have the strength. Yes. But for some of you, look at this. This is when we have the strength to slowly and sweetly connect and communicate. And this side is about having the strength to either face your demons or someone else's. Here you are sitting in a position where your heart is open, listening to your intuition. So your heart is open to an opportunity, and you just need to be clear about what it is that you want. An offer of love is coming in, or you're offering your love and putting a lot of energy into all that is around you. Part of you guys want to just go away. And in the outcome position, for some of you, not all of you, we do have someone leaving troubled waters behind by early May. Why? Because we have a feminine energy here. I believe this is the Queen of Wands. Someone comes in on a journey that makes you feel really happy and good, and I think you get to communicate and decide on this Wheel of Fortune. Wow, this deck is cool. Okay, so let me get some clarity now so we can get some more understanding in case some of that didn't make sense. Always remember to just not look at the video, just listen to what you're hearing, pull out what Spirit is trying to say to you, write it down, and then ask yourself, why did I write this down? How does this apply to my life path? How have I dealt with this? Where am I now because of that? How am I going to use this education spiritually to move into a new path? Okay, so have hope as you breathe and put your sword down. Have peace. Find peace in the fact that it is okay to leave old empty cups behind and start a new path. Because the old empty cups, for some of you, not all of you, old friends, old partners, old situations, could come in and cause chaotic energies in your life. So someone's not for you, and Spirit's trying to find balance for you. They're saying sit in some quiet space in the woods, in your grove with your kitty cat and your blanket, and think about your life path as you take time to breathe. Use your imagination when it comes to setting new goals in your path for yourself. Make sure that the path you are researching ahead of yourself avoids complicated energies. All that seems to glitter is definitely not gold, and you guys are going to see the truth of that when it comes to the High Priestess of Fire. Taking action. Taking action to find clarity as you put your sword down and pray to Spirit when it comes to a complicated situation. In your emotional aspects position, there is a new life available to you as someone comes with a message who may have fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo. Here comes the message. Oh, they're warning you. This may make someone just feel like something's complicated because they are unsure. Subconsciously, I think you guys are contemplating this new connection to this new family, this new money, this new celebration, this new idea. And yet, subconsciously, there's lust here, there's passion, there's the letting go of someone Spirit saying is not for you. In your practical day-to-day matters position, there's asking why. Why, when I get this attention, does this situation have to be so complicated? And Spirit's saying, because it's time for you not only to be honest with others, it's more importantly a time for you to be more honest with yourself about what your path ahead looks like. It's not about winning a battle in life, it's about finding out and recognizing that there's no place like home. Oopsies. Okay, I'll pull the other one out. All right, so there may be a battle at home, but pray to Spirit, put your sword away, and understand that, you know, your clarity will come as you put energy into what fulfills you. Some of you are just really, you have the inner strengths of the High Priestess of Earth. She's going to guide you when it comes to financial abundance and prosperity. I think that's all you guys are really looking for. Whoever's energies I'm pulling for this reading, pardon me, is someone who just wants a happily ever after. They want financial security. And yeah, here we have doing something by the book. One step into the next step leads to the next step. And some of you may be feeling a little bit trapped, but that's a figment of your imagination, okay? What this is all about truly is you looking for the ability to climb into a leadership position by which you know you can handle, that you're excited to do. And this is what's going to bring you energies of self-worth. And as you're happy, you know, you're going to meet and connect to people, with people, as these changes are made. It's important to remember your boundaries and how you claimed victory over where you are at and what you accomplished. Because the energies of old patterns and cycles may show up. And that's about the time where I'm feeling a passionate energy will come into your path. Maybe when you're not looking. And maybe when you're in a partnership, relationship. Yeah, you're going to learn something about yourself, about who and what we summon into our path. Set a new vision for yourself. Make sure to set your boundaries with others. Be clear about those boundaries with yourself. Meditate to Spirit about remaining loyal to what truly fulfills you. And follow your heart. Sometimes we become in denial when it comes to playfulness. But that, if we get too drawn into playfulness when it's not a good time, there could be pain here. Because the person they're talking about that you guys may connect to may be in this new financial path or this new direction. You're going to be meeting a sign that's very cunning, very sly, maybe clever, but they're not the one for you. And so you need to continue to focus on some sort of long-term commitment. Whoever's energies that was. So I'm going to bring in, for love, the Heal Yourself reading cards by Ina Segal. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra with clearly defined messages of love and romance. Okay, so sit, stop, breathe, put away the sword, have faith that Spirit will provide you with self-love as you let go of what used to be, which is tied to chaos, and step into a new path by which there is peace, contentment, and joy. Pardon me. In the meantime, unleash your creativity. Maybe write a book about how, you know, people get drawn off their path because they've still tried to cling to who they were, and how when they find a creative project, hobby, gift, talent, skill, or job that helps for them to find self-pride again, they don't fall back into the mindsets that they used to experience. And that's kind of what I'm feeling is about someone here, is in your relationship sector. You need to think about something. Spirit's trying to help for you to make the right choice so you can love yourself. And this involves some sort of creativity as you move forward with your thoughts. We have sexual art here. So in your relationship sector, this is about loving yourself first and manifesting something maybe that has a sexual something to it, where you can make a beautiful, you know, portrait, write a book, take pictures of animals, I don't know, whatever it is that kind of draws you into what it is you're passionate about. That's what's going to bring you self-love. So we have complication here. So you're using your imagination to take the steps to find success somehow. And Spirit's saying you're going to find it when you go back within and recognize that child. What did that child like to do? What drew them to happiness. And how can you now take what you did back then and manifest something with it? Yeah, Spirit's saying when it comes to whoever's energies these are, when you've been confused in the past because something was very shiny and attractive and there was a lot of passion, Spirit's trying to guide you again when it comes to maybe the same situation but a different person. And they're saying, how teachable are you? We're trying to teach you right now about self-love by getting you in touch with your inner child so that you can manifest something very creative. Unleash that passion within when it comes to creativity at this time. Messages will come in that will bring a new life. I'm feeling tied to creativity and abundance. So sell what it is you can manifest online. Because there are emotions here of self-sabotage, of letting that inner child live in complicated energies instead of applying their imagination to something successful. Well, to something that has to do with loving themselves first and foremost. So in your subconscious, that we have family, we have money, maybe hereditary money, lust, passion, but self-love and the ability to do something that fulfills your soul, whether it's art, whatever it is. Subconsciously, some of you are contemplating a connection, but remember, this is a sly energy, cunning energy, lying energy, and there's a passion there, but they're not so much to be trusted. And I think that's what this is about. You're receiving a lot of attention, but you need to be honest with yourself. And look at the other card says. Why? Why? Because a connection for some of you, not all of you, is going to bring you sorrow. So protect that inner child and work on self-love and show people what your talents are at this time. Because that's where love is going to be. At home. That's why there's no place like home. And it's at home where you can learn something new and share that with others via the internet. Start a small business. Create something that will free you from feeling trapped to, I know now what I want to put my energy into every day that I am very passionate about. All right, so I want to bring in a card from the I think that's probably enough. I'm going to clarify real quick. Changes at home can free you. Be courageous enough to focus on your self-worth at this time, because you can find yourself in a position of business ownership or leadership. Co-create and work with others. Be flexible and have patience so that you can recognize cycles. As you step into a new beginning, you will be tested. But all the suffering is now in the past. Observe and be clear that the person who loves you most will be the one who's trying very hard to give of their heart. So to close, I'm going to read from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck, and the card you guys received is the High Lady of Love and Passion. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion chooses to be your ally, she brings you a deep and meaningful message. She reminds you that only love is real. It is the sole, unconditional, and true power behind all means of manifesting out of the unseen and into the material. Love's great creative power is ignited by the conscious action of compassion. Generosity of the heart, reverence, respect, empathy for all living things bring you profound power to live a life of happiness and contentment. So that's what this is about, finding joy in the little things at this time. working on what fulfills you in your path here on earth and surpassing a test of someone who is not being honest. It could very well be, though, with that other energy I was feeling, that someone here is trying to sneak up on you to offer you an engagement ring or something in the second half of April 2018. So let go of old sadness and self-sabotage, because you've learned this path ahead, and put your sexual passion into creating something, and find joy in that and share that with others, because it will be, when you find it, not only your gift but your soul purpose. Thank you again for stopping by. Take care and God bless.